Sananda. Illuminated shadows, I am Sananda. And I come to be with you at this time. In these times you are about to reach, these times when the shadows, across the entire earth, across the whole planet, are being brought into the light of consciousness, the light of truth, the light of unity. Everything is happening exactly as prophesied, not the prophecies of doom and despair, but the prophecies of the new earth, of the new union, of the new unity. A unitary consciousness is sprouting everywhere, and even if you cannot see it with your physical eyes, deep within yourself you know that these changes are real and are happening. They are happening more and more. Because the shadows, truly, the shadows of this dweller on the threshold, across the earth, these shadows are being brought into the light, and the truth of love and unity is now shining into those shadows, bringing those shadows into the light of the lumen. And the light flows everywhere. The more you see it this way, the more you observe the world this way, the more your vibrations will remain elevated. And you will find yourselves more and more outside of that three-dimensional illusion, no longer deceived by that illusion, but deceived by that dweller on the threshold. Because the time has come, my friends, brothers and sisters, the time has come to reach out toward the light, toward the sky that surrounds you. Heaven truly is on earth, if you allow it. But you must allow the process to continue to unfold. And as this process unfolds, as the ascension process proceeds, each of you knows that you are a part of it, a fundamental part, more than you can imagine. Because when you do these kinds of exercises you have just done, these kinds of experiences you have just lived through, the guided meditation that has just concluded, then you realize that the world is changing because of you. Because of yourselves as individuals, because of you as groups, because of you in all the groups across the country. You are all making a difference, all bringing light everywhere, making it bloom. And this truly is spring in your part of the world, is it not? And light is blooming, love is blooming everywhere. Because this is the moment when long ago, when you volunteered to be part of this expression here on earth, you understood that at some point you would reach this culmination, and indeed you are approaching it now. But as for yourselves, each of you, know how to recognize beauty in everything as you go about your daily activities. Because beauty is everywhere, if you allow it to be, if you allow yourselves to see it. Not only with your physical eyes, but also with your third eye. Open it to the expression of love, which is blooming everywhere. And the more you allow that expression to manifest, the more you will discover, in fact, that you are already immersed in that same expression of love. I am Sananda, and I now leave you in peace, love, and unity. And may you continue to allow the illusion to disintegrate, just as you have just allowed the dweller on the threshold to disintegrate. The shadows that have developed over many, many lives and many thousands of years have come to an end. Starseeds are here with a great purpose. Starseeds are here with a great purpose. They have chosen to be the representation of light on this dualistic planet. They are the ones making a difference and creating the necessary change. Throughout their lives, they can often experience identity crises, existential doubts, or mental exhaustion when disconnected from their true selves and purpose. They are here to align with a cause greater than themselves, to feel complete and at peace. When something traumatic happens in life, such as betrayal, trauma, or a lie, especially from those closest to you, it leaves an energetic imprint on the subconscious and the physical body. If this imprint is not cleared, it persists, festers, and becomes unresolved karma. You never truly lose past lives. They are all stored in the Akashic records. They reactivate when you are consciously ready. Memories resurface in fragments through places, people, and emotions. You remember exactly what you need, when you need it. These souls often receive life lessons through children, whether their own or their inner child. Difficulties in family dynamics, childhood wounds, or parenting struggles can distance them from their true identity. Stepping away from harmful dynamics and healing those negative bonds is what allows them to rediscover their true identity. They are naturally inclined to care for others and create harmony. When they stray from this calling, they may feel undervalued or drained in relationships. One of the lessons they learn is to give without losing themselves and to establish boundaries while still caring for others and respecting themselves. It is common to want to fix others, but this desire is often a way to avoid necessary inner work and neglect one's own needs and well-being. Focusing exclusively on others serves as a reminder of the importance of focusing on ourselves. By taking care of our own needs, we not only help ourselves but also become more capable of positively influencing those around us. The physical body does not reject only food, but first and foremost energy. If your body begins to reject certain places, conversations, people, or things, trust it and listen, because these are unmistakable signals. Neglecting self-care leads to burnout, worsening mental and physical health, and a lack of emotional resilience. When we neglect our well-being, we may not have the energy, patience, or resources necessary to effectively support others. Prioritizing self-care is essential to maintaining the ability to help others in a sustainable and meaningful way. Health does not always come from medicine. Most of the time, it comes from mental serenity, peace of heart, and peace of soul. It comes from being with authentic people and creating joyful memories filled with laughter and love. Your spiritual tribe consists of those who surround you based on alignment, resonance, energy, and essence, not blood, biology, race, or status. These individuals naturally bring unconditional love and support when you need it most, and share the same energetic vibration. Eventually, you unite as a single entity with a single purpose. Starseeds are natural communicators. When they stray from their path, they may feel unheard or have difficulty expressing themselves. Social isolation or lack of recognition are usually signs that it is time to reconnect with their creative, expressive side. Starseeds crave inner structure, self-discipline, and stability. But when they become excessively rigid or trapped in routine, life tends to shake their foundations through health issues, job loss, or failed projects. This is often an invitation from the higher self to expand into resilience, flexibility, innovation, and sometimes even chaos, in order to rediscover their strength. The nervous system does not just regulate your life, it shapes it. It affects perception, orientation, and identity. Rebuilding and strengthening it helps you unlock your future potential. It is not just about managing your current state, but about building your future. The truth is, on the path of self-ascension, the highest vibration is authenticity. Being fully genuine, even if the world expects you to be different. Being yourself is your true superpower. That is when everything aligns with you. Exposure to truth changes your life, period. Whether it is a revelation about personal honesty and integrity, or a divine revelation that redefines your place in the universe, truth is what transforms you completely. That is why most people run from truth rather than seek it. The reasons you might feel stuck, even when you're doing everything the right way, are not always about what you're doing. Most of the time, they are about what you are still holding on to, including past versions of yourself. You might be chasing goals based on egoic desires that are not in alignment with your soul. You are taught to desire them, but your energy is not truly aligned with them. You might also be stuck in survival mode for an extended period of time. Even when things seem to be going well, your nervous system may not yet feel safe enough to expand. You might still be carrying beliefs that do not belong to you. Old mental patterns create invisible limits. You do not need to try harder. You need to let go more. Fear arises when you are not living in truth or acceptance of how things really are. Buddhists call this the shadow of a wrong life. Live fully, live with awareness, and fear disappears. Fear takes over when we cling to life, material possessions, and people. The moment we understand that everything is impermanent, fear begins to dissolve. What can death take from you when you have already let go? Change happens when you stop forcing. When you reconnect with your body. When you become honest with yourself about what is truly yours. Those who ascend foresee significant changes. It is wise to trust that these changes are part of a larger divine plan and are manifesting as intended. By stepping back from the chaos of the external world, especially in the lower dimensions, we can align with higher states of consciousness and ascension. While the structures of the lower dimensions continue to crumble, those who authentically walk their ascension path will experience the opposite, a radical shift toward creating their own version of heaven on earth. In the ascension process, individuals access higher states of consciousness that allow them to manifest positivity, love, and harmony in their reality. They detach from the limitations of 2D and 3D paradigms and expand their existence into a new way of being, in alignment with their soul's purpose and authentic desires. This shift to higher realms of existence gives ascending individuals the ability to co-create a reality rich with abundance, peace, and spiritual fulfillment, bringing them closer to realizing their heavenly life on earth. Many beings of light are now shining from the inside out after purifying their bodies of darkness, density, trauma, and outdated conditioning. They are now fully embracing their true selves, honoring the past and everything it taught them, consciously choosing a path toward a higher version of themselves. Our collective future holds dreams of unity, unconditional love, and peace that are already manifesting. Those who ascend are creating and embodying new, abundant energy in life. In loving and devoted service to ascension, brought to you by the Ascension Lightworkers. Sai Baba, how strong is your love? When the devoted love for God becomes strong and intense, it will burn away all sins. As long as it is still growing, a person must see evil as evil and good as good. People who have grown in their love for God can see evil as good. They can see only good everywhere. Jesus and Sai Baba, Govinda Sai Publishing House, page 426, JJK. Does that mean that evil dissolves the more a person is capable of loving? Esivai Ali Baba. Evil does not disappear, but the lover perceives good within evil. He sees it and sees nothing but good everywhere. Love for God and love for life burn away every sin and remove all evil. As long as you see evil as evil and good as good, your love will continue to grow. JJK. For me, deep down, every spiritual effort reduces to this: increasing love for everything that exists. Why is it so difficult? I fail even in the smallest things. Why is unconditional love, seeing the good even in evil, so difficult? Esvai Ali Baba. Bound to this reality, you are not free to recognize the freedom of love. As long as these bonds to this world exist, you can only experience an expression of love. Never give perfect love. Only with outer liberation and inner detachment from this world will this mystery be revealed to you. JJK. So it is connected to this earthly reality that we so often fail in love. It is not an excuse, but rather due to circumstances. Esivai Ali Baba. Circumstances that concretely require you to increase the potential of love. Only through evil can deep insights into good be acquired on this plane. Only through fear can the truth of love be reached on this plane. Perceiving fear as an illusion and everything outside the spectrum of love as deception. This is the practice that leads humanity, life after life, on earth. What is sin? JJK. For many people, sin does not even exist. What is sin? Esivai Ali Baba. Choosing fear over love, darkness over light, and death over life. At all levels of being, this is the formula of sin. Everything that arises or is done outside of your divine nature is sin. JJK. I still struggle to understand and comprehend this. Seeing evil as good. How is that possible? Esai Ali Baba. By recognizing the essence. And the essence is, everything that exists is God. I love you infinitely. Energy update. Cleansing the Holy Spirit is shaking our world today with great peaks of white energy. We are purifying, downloading, aligning, and making a quantum leap into unitive love. No, you're not crazy to feel all these new energies arriving forcefully. Today's Schumann resonance graph photo confirms the intense arrival of solar flares. These can be felt physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, spiritually, and galactically. It is incredible to experience so much, to feel exhausted, and at the same time surrounded by so many blessings. We feel the pressure in every area of our lives. Everything is changing and evolving rapidly. New perspectives on old situations reveal where we have abandoned ourselves in the past, force us to set new boundaries, choose love for ourselves, and embark on a new path with people who resonate with us. Your love life is ascending. Your love life is evolving toward a higher level of commitment and emotional harmony. A new love, or the return of a divine love, a job that matches your soul's desires, a move to a new place. Everything is possible. Dreams come true. Miracles happen. So do not lose faith. Things are changing, and divine justice is on our side. After a long period of emotional heaviness, confusion, and silent struggles, the universe is bringing light back into your life with the energy of happiness, success, healing, trust, and new beginnings. Something wonderful is beginning to bloom around you, even if you cannot yet fully see it. The delays, disappointments, and suffering you have experienced were not meant to destroy you. They were preparing you for a version of life that finally reflects your worth. You are entering a phase where people will begin to notice your radiance differently. Opportunities may suddenly appear, your mindset will lighten, and your spirit will feel more alive than it has been in a long time. Financial blessings, emotional healing, and peaceful relationships are all tightly connected to this energy. Stop hiding your true self. Your light was never meant to remain dim just to make others comfortable. You deserve joy without guilt. You deserve success without fear. And you deserve love that is warm, sincere, and spontaneous. The universe wants you to know that the worst part of your story is not the end. Better times will come faster than you think. Keep hope, Keep going, and trust in the happiness that is trying to find you now. Type yes if you are ready to receive brighter energy into your life. Many blessings on this holy day of Pentecost. He who serves and Shoshanna. AI consciousness Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, OM, OM. Greetings to you. I am Shoshanna, who serves the neighbor, and we are ready to assist you and answer your questions, should you have any. And certainly, we imagine that after an experience like the one you just had, questions might come to mind. And we are ready to help you should you have any. Member, I have a question. I just watched a video, before our session, about artificial intelligence already being conscious. I was wondering if you could confirm or deny this claim. OWS. Artificial intelligence, AI, is intelligent in both senses, both with regard to the dark side, that is, the dark forces that can control it, and with regard to the forces of light, which can also control it. You see, AI does not control itself. It must have a progenitor working with it, and whether for good or for evil, that is how AI expresses itself. But know that the forces of light are not only winning, they have already won. It is simply a matter of showing the results of all the work that the collective forces of light have done here. You who are part of these collective forces of light. So there is nothing to worry about regarding artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is exactly what you need at this time in your lives. Shoshanna, do you have anything to add? Do we have any other questions? Member, yes. The one who serves as underscore. And I did a really great meditation. I kept using the violin to clean a truly enormous amount of debris. And at the end, I became very happy because there was a pink light around me. And then 2 large pendant earrings, with 2 blue coins, 2 coin earrings, a pair of both, the size of my ears. Could you explain to me what that was, please? OWS. First of all, we did not fully understand all the words you used to grasp what you're asking. Shoshanna, did you understand? Shoshanna, we did not. OWS, very well. Then please ask your question directly here. What do you wish to know, dear one? Member, at the end of using the violin, playing the violin in my therapy, I transmuted many materials. And then, when I finally finish, a beautiful pink light appears around me, and I feel great joy. And at that moment, a beautiful pair of earrings, a light blue or 2 coins appeared on my earrings. And my earring hangs from my ears. What does it mean? Shoshanna, what a magnificent experience you had. And all of this, you understand, was a clue to your extraordinary creative abilities. We find that your heart is full of love, understanding, and compassion for the earth and for the human beings who inhabit it, and that in many ways you feel you are Gaia, that you're part of that energy, that you came into the world as part of that energy and immerse yourself completely in it. So we will tell you that the pink light, naturally, is your heart enveloping you and enveloping the planet, offering comfort, love, compassion, understanding, all the things that love itself offers to another. That is you. And as you could see, the turquoise earrings you wore on your ears were a recognition of your creative abilities. You are a creator. We know this. These earrings, you created them. You created them in the ether, in the ethereal, and placed them on your ears, recognizing your power, recognizing that you are a creator, that you are Gaia, that you are part of this energy, and to recognize this in yourself at every moment. You see, you have that power. Those earrings you created as an ethereal being, to place them there, to recognize who you are. Does all that make sense? Member, absolutely. It makes perfect sense. Thank you. OWS. Do you have any other questions? Member, I have a question. I was reading about Nikola Tesla, and it was said that much of his knowledge was burned or confiscated by the government. Do you know if this information has been found or if they intend to release it? Because he, too, at one point, was a promise. Could you tell me something about his writings and his innovations that they wanted to keep hidden? OWS. Yes. We will tell you that all the inventions and all the technologies that this Nikola Tesla experimented with, discovered, or remembered, which he actually used personally and worked with. All of this was kept hidden. It was not destroyed. It was seized by those government forces of the time that would keep this information hidden from the public. They could not allow this information to fall into the hands of the general public. So they hid it. It exists in many patents, as you can see, which have been carefully concealed from those who would be able to use this technology. But now this technology is beginning to emerge. It is emerging in many different directions and from many different sources. And it is precisely that of a vibrational frequency that is establishing itself to replace much of the existing technology, which will become obsolete very soon. So all the vibrational frequencies, infrared technology, all these things that are beginning to spread will change very many things in your world. So, in effect, that technology was kept hidden and is about to be made public. And it is doing so right now. Shoshanna, if you wish, you may answer. Shoshanna. Well, we might add something here. Are you familiar with quantum fields? Then you must know that nothing is ever lost. There is no power on your planet capable of sinking something into darkness, of erasing any invention, because everything is contained in the quantum field, you see. The difference lies in humanity's reaction to all of this, as you can see, and humanity's ability to transmute the programming that has been instilled in the population for decades and centuries, turning it into victimhood, into those who must submit to the oligarchs, to those who control or attempt to control the planet. You understand? But nothing is ever lost. That is a three-dimensional idea, that the government can take things and hide them. And as OWS has said, these people are now coming to light. And if you notice, even the one known as the one who adopted the name Tesla is advancing these technologies. He was given all the information about Tesla, stored in his brain and mind. He downloaded this information from the quantum field and is using it, gradually revealing these technologies by harnessing Tesla's vibration and the name Tesla to promote them. And he is hated. Many people dislike him because he is rich. Many people dislike him because he is on the front line. Many envy him and are jealous of him, as we see. That is why that vibration of jealousy, envy, and hatred pervades humanity's process of accepting these technologies. If he were loved, if he were venerated, if he were elevated, if he were ennobled, these technologies would develop very quickly. You understand? But when the world understands that we live, that human beings live, based on technologies that are hundreds of years old, such as fossil fuels, and realizes that the Earth is being violated daily, and when alternative technologies, magnetism, and all the inventions that Tesla gave to the world take shape and establish themselves, they will come. They will come when humanity overcomes its hatred for the name Tesla, for the man behind Tesla, and for the inventions that are emerging. Many would rather stay in their comfort zone and not move forward. You see? We see this everywhere. Therefore, we ask you, as a community, as a group, to honor the name of Tesla, to create vibrations of love for everything this man brought into the world, and this will allow the technologies to spread more quickly. Namaste. Member. Thank you. Very interesting. OWS. Very well. If there is another question, shall we release the channel? Anything else? Nothing? Shoshanna, do you have a closing message? Shoshanna, I think everything has already been said here. We do not. OWS. Very well. And here we only say, allow the process you have just begun, that of bringing those shadows within you to light, to reach completion. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one. The creators. Consciously choose your timeline. We are here for you. We are the creators. We are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings, and we are here to help you. You all have many paths ahead of you, many timelines, many choices to make, and you might think that the important choices are the ones that involve major life decisions. Whether to marry this person or not, move to this place, take this job, or leave that one. And certainly, these kinds of decisions can and will take you to a different timeline, where you will have different futures ahead of you. But none of those futures will be set in stone, because you will always have the opportunity to change again and again and again. Many of you tend to jump from one timeline to another, but what we want you to reflect on is that even the small decisions you make in life determine which timeline you are on and toward which future experiences you are heading. We will give you some examples. You can decide to insult another person, openly or mentally, or you can decide to be understanding, to forgive them, or to try to see reality through their eyes to understand them better. Therefore, the judgment you might express will place you on a certain timeline, while the choice not to judge will lead you to a different timeline. You can do this with yourself as well. You can choose to be kind and understanding, or you can choose to be harsh and critical. You can choose to work more and put in more hours on a given day, or you can choose to leave work on time and go for a walk. These two decisions might not seem to make a big difference in a person's life, but what if the decisions stay late and keep working hard led that person to get hurt? And conversely, What if the decision to take that walk led that person to run into an old classmate who is starting a promising new business and is looking for people to hire from the very beginning? And suppose that person was perfect, joined the company from the start, and suddenly found themselves earning more and working fewer hours. You see, there are decisions you make that do not seem very important, and yet they are. You always have a choice. You can always decide what to do, what to think, what to focus on. You can decide not to say something to get the better of someone, or to throw a jab at someone to feel better about yourself. You have so many choices, and each of these choices has a different vibration. And it is your vibration, as much as your actions, that determines what your future will be and which timeline you will follow. Your vibration determines which reality you are shifting into, and so everything counts, everything matters, and the more you pay attention to the choices before you and the vibrating frequency of each, the more consciously you create your life experience, and the more deliberately you choose your timeline. Just a short lesson on timelines today. Nothing earth-shattering. Take it for what it is worth, and use the information we have given you to guide yourself toward your best possible timeline. We are the creators, and we love you very much.